Alright, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles who will wear that great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. And the brother Hawaii from James Trinidad. Here to do a real quick edification through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, no one else. Right, and it's all for the Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. Because once again these Israelite camp keep saying that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip, mainly IUIC, and they're saying the mark is sin, and whatever the case might be. But when we go into the word, and I'd like to go to the scripture Ezekiel 9 and 4, to make the point that the Lord spoke about a mark, right? But we will learn the difference between the word mark in Revelation 13 and 16, and in Ezekiel 9 and 4. Alright, so we will start Revelation 13 and verse 16. I'm going to say, who is this? What version is this? Don't mess me up here though. I'm going to get an next version. Alright, let's get it. My Bible. Right. And let's see here now. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead. When you look up the word mark here in this revelation, right? Receive a mark. Pressing that word mark, as we may know.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Right, Charagma. And in the definition is a stamp, an imprinting mark, a mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which is basically on point, because the stamp, when it says stamp, it's talking about that literal something inserted inside, right? Not talking about the barcode, right? It says a mark branded upon horses, right? Thing carved, sculptured, graven work, a graven work, alright? A stamped. And that is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to be stamped within your skin, or within your forehead, planted in your brain, right? So they're speaking about the mark of the beast, Revelation 13:16. Excuse, right? And that word is charagma in the Hebrew. Now, when we go to Ezekiel, we go to Ezekiel 9 and 4, right? It mentions our word mark. But here it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. Right? See, mentioned the word mark there, and this is what the IUIC like to bring. They like to bring that word mark. So when we look up that word mark here, look up the word mark in this in this word in this verse here. It says desire. Alright, let me see.
Strong's H8420. Tav. Tav.
Right, this pronounced as tav, right? But when you go into the Hebrew, to the ancient Hebrew, right? Paleo Hebrew, yeah? See here, Ezekiel 4. See they mention the Lord name. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, even through the midst of Yasharala. Whoa, Nagel, I'm doing something there. Yeah, in the midst. Salaki, sorry about that, eh? Yeah, how it does go sometimes. No privacy. Of Yasharala, and put a mark on the forehead of the men that's a mark on the forehead of the men that sign that cry. Right? I know that with the Hebrew, but I know this right here is thawa, right? Thawa. That goes back to the mark. The word mark in the Paleo Hebrew, right? The ancient Hebrew. And what I mean? It means desire. A mark as a sign of exemption of judgment, right? That is why it say and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Jerusalem represents what? Jerusalem is a people, right? And that mist, that's speaking about the angels of the Lord putting that mark or putting that seal on the elect, the men, the elect, the 1/3, right? The ones who haven't bowed in the knee to Baal, the ones who haven't taken that RFID microchip, right? That's what this represents. This mark here, the mark of what? Wait, see, the mark of exemption, to be exempted. Where's that synonym for to be exempt?
Exemption.
Exemption. What is a synonym for exemption? Excluded. That is a good one. Excluded. Exception, right? Excluded. Exception. A person or thing that is excluded, or a general statement, or does not follow a rule. He always plays top tune, and tonight was not accepted. Right? Excluded. Process of excluding or state of being excluded. He had a hand in my exclusion from commitment. Alright, let's see. Take out. Take out. Free, right? Take out. To be taken, like how to put it? Taken, like put a mark on them that sign that cry, right? So you're taking them from, you're separating them then. You're separating the ones who sign cry and putting that mark from them. You're separating them, right? They're taken out from the rest, right? Hope you can understand what it is I'm trying to, you know, explain. But basically the mark is a mark of exemption from judgment, right? So these two marks, Charagma and thawa, is two different marks, right? Thawa means a mark of exemption, right? Even if you're looking like in the book of in the book of Revelation 7 and 3, it says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead, right? After we have sealed the servants of God, right? When you look up the word seal, it also goes back to Mark, I want to believe, right? It says, what is this?
Strong's G 4972. Sfragizo.
Fragizo. Right? It says a seal. The seal placed upon books, a signet, a ring, instruction, or impression made by a seal of the name of God, Mashiach, stamped upon the forehead. Alright? That by which anything is confirmed, proved, authenticated as by a seal. A stamp, the stamp impressed as a mark of privacy. A mark of privacy. Genuineness or genuineness, literally, figuratively, seal. Right? A mark of privacy or genuineness. Right? Right? Genuineness. It says the quality of truly being what someone is said to be, right? And that is faithful, right? And that is the mark with the elect going and get a seal, right? That seal of genuineness. Right? Wait, it says Salakia. It says a seal, to seal, right? It says to seal, a seal upon, mark with a seal, to seal for security from Satan. In order to mark a person, right? See, in order to mark a person or thing, to set a mark upon by the impress of a seal or stamp, right? So that is a different kind of seal the Lord going and put on his elect, right? As a different seal the Lord going and place on his elect with in Ezekiel 9 and 7, Ezekiel 9 and 4 to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. Alright? There's a different mark of Charagma. The mark of Charagma speaks of the seal with the 2/3 of the nation of Israel along with Esau going and take. Right? And the mark which was spoken of in Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4, thawa, that is the seal with the elect, with the Lord going and put upon the elect, right? For when his judgment is about to be rained upon this earth, they will be exempted. That is why it says exempted from judgment, right? So that I give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yashai, Bashem Kodash. Hopefully this video was edifying to whoever watching and understand. Should this put and power about Shema Shavi say Shalom.